Hey y'all, welcome back. So we're uh we're back yet again. We're going to be starting on the next chapter. I believe it's chapter 5 of Danganronpa. And you know, because I had to start later than I would have liked, you know, due to the fact that Tony held me hostage. Tony definitely held me hostage. So because of that, we just, you know, I'm not gonna be before you too long. We're gonna hop right on into it. Let's get it going. And let's unmute that. Okay. Got so traumatized by the keyboard, I forgot about my controller for this. Okay. And here we go. Alright. Yeah.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
How's the volume?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
Also, again, do you know how disrespectful it would feel to be called the ultimate despair? Like, what does one do to deserve being called the ultimate despair?
Watch out for her.
I've got questions. What do you do to deserve that? Yoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. It's always 2 or 3 days before the foolishness. At least they give y'all a little bit of a downtime between the foolishness and the murder. Three days before we would be faced with another murder. Did the 16th student get murdered? 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Oh my. Oh, is this chapter going to be Kyoko heavy? In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. Wait, so Makoto has to survive all of this, right? Because he's talking about this as if he's retelling the story. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, did you make small talk or anything? We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Geez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. Sir, you didn't even figure out what was going on during the last murder investigation. How exactly are you going to do anything? Why are you leading? You were left in the dust during the trial and the investigation. I don't understand. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, don't scream in my ear like that. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. Open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez. How low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again. Ruh-roh. Did my technical difficulties slide over to you? It didn't want you to be great. Which is crazy because you're a mod. How disrespectful to not even let a moderator in.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. You know... That sounds accurate. That very much sounds accurate. Twitch be wholeheartedly trying to give out troubles. But also, it might be Streamlabs. Cause I'm definitely on Streamlabs right now. So that I don't have to worry about uploading. I can just stream to both platforms at once. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. We're not even gonna wander around. Go ahead, take me up to that. Yep, 4th floor. Find our ways to that, that's going down. So let's find our way to the other staircase. There it is. Up we go. Again, how tall is this school? So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope Peace Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. Oh, the other floors felt pleasant to you. That's crazy. I don't. Ugh. Who decorated this? Oh no. Nope, we don't need to be in there. No. That's. Oh, it's even worse. It's even worse. Why me though? Why am I on the chalkboard? I've got questions. I've got so many questions. I can't read that. Is it some form of dojo? The target is pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Makoto, this ain't the time for that. Okay, this is some form of training ground. It's a straw post used for sword practice. They use it for training here too? Okay. So I feel for sure somebody finna get hurt in this room. It's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. So this is. You want me to talk to him? What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You might be the only person on YouTube. There are others on Twitch. You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then,
we're finished here. Ow. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. That sounds accurate for you, Makoto. That sounds extremely accurate. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there is a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kinda out of place? Oh, hate that. Let's look for wide open doors. Oh, those are giant Venus flytraps. Oh no. Okay, good. What is that? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Are you sure about that, Makoto? Are you sure? Is this thing real?
Watch out!
Look. That's a monochroma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like whoa, and the plant's all like snap, and your flesh is all like oh, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. Pretty freaking amazing, if I do say so myself. A student that hopes to added improvement after improvement and created this miracle flower. The ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment. For whose environment, though?
well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. He popped in just to say that? Alright. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Are we gonna find somebody eaten up by this plant? I'm a little worried. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? Enough. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? Oh, it is. Huh. There's a lot of objects to kill people with. So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. With what sunlight, Makoto? There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, this actually gonna take care of the lawn. Makoto, you're not asking the right questions. Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Yes. Think back to Mondo. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Yes, Makoto, it's exactly what he said the first day that y'all got there. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. So really the point of this tool shed was to get some coins. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. He's pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no. It's totally useless no matter what. Well, that's not what I wanted from you. Is this a chicken coop? Right. Of course none of them can kill anybody ever. Even in a duel status. What's a chicken coop doing here? What do you mean? How else do you get your food? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. You really want to test that? It's a chicken. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. Alright, well. Yep, step away from it. Hero, I was going to avoid you. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power. A refreshing number on par with hand squeezed all natural lemonade. What? He never lets me get a word in edgewise. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. You know, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when it actually becomes factual. I want proof. Pixar, it didn't happen. Sprinklers? Yeah! It controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning? Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. More like it.
Yes.
Although I still think that margin for error is too small for him. Or he has some kind of water phase. I'm gonna tell everyone. Okay. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. What more is there to see, sir? Makoto, don't make me talk to Hero. Don't make me do it.
Yo!
At first, I thought I saw blue skies. It turns out they just painted the ceiling, the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
It's not what you're thinking, is it? It's exactly what I was thinking. In my brain, as soon as you said that, I immediately went, huh, is he talking about the weeds? Huh? Why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of camp life? It's there just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action. Hero, you've watched too much of The Happening. Okay. I don't know if they're actually capable of it, but I think you watched The Happening one too many times, okay, sweetheart? Just calm down. I'm serious. No, this is why I don't like talking to you, Hero. You just be out here saying some out-of-pocket stuff. What you doing about here? No. I came from that way. This is not what I was expecting when I entered this room. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. I'd say it's the smell of death. Their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice. He was shocked. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey, come on now.
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me! If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty bitty, squeegee little hint. E.G. squeegee? Alright. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
Is this where the tragedy happened? Is this the tragedy that made the school have to get shut down?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I missed that. My finger slipped. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? So I've noticed. I guess because it's a past action. High school. Because it's not technically depicting an act of violence, they can use dread. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people died in this room? There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. I just figured that that's the way that most of them went. Cause I've seen that in a lot of animes. Instead of depicting it in red, they'll go black or pink or blue. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's more of an Asian thing, where they just don't want to depict blood as is. They want to try to tone down the violence. Quite possibly. Because kiddos are watching. It appears all the blood stains are dry. Nah, Byakuya. Who'da thunk it? And their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all real blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. Not me. I see a lot of different colored anime blood. It's rare for me to actually see red in the ones that I've seen. I've also seen a lot of different colored blood in certain game styles. Of course. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? I'm positive that this had to be the tragedy. This is what made this thing shut down. He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. Man, for an heir to a family fortune. The man is a little crazy. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. You know, for the bloodiest room, you don't have a lot of things to interact with. Yeah. Which way did I come from? Let's try down the dark hallway. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Why is Raw the door? It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says Biolab. You know, that could be taken multiple ways. Especially given who Monokuma is. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Makoto, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you're living in an old cheesy horror movie. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Aw. I'm not going to get a statement from Sakura telling me that she couldn't find a way down from that floor. Oh. Oh, I feel my heart hurting all over again. Oh, I feel my heart hurting all over again. Oh. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. I didn't. As soon as we got here, she's usually the first one to tell me that she tried to open up the metal plated windows, and because she couldn't, there was no way down from the fifth floor. But still, it's just the six of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hero!
Just a second.
He's worried about volleyball. Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still build a basketball team. What is wrong with y'all?
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. I hope so. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone else discovered. Sorry. Sick of you, okay? Sick of you. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of blood and flesh and blood. You know what? The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've ever encountered. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific. Far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated.
Huh?
Gosh, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop, seriously. I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Because they wiped their memory after every trial. They wipe it clean so that they could have a fresh reaction come the next murder. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
in other words,
Well, that's a hot take. Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. Why do y'all like repeating words? Why do y'all enjoy repetition so much? They're right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Are you really that surprised at this point?
Yeah!
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. This used to all be Sakura's job.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, did you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
Correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery.
But
That's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. My mind went to a very inappropriate place. Yeah, he was right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out. No matter what it takes. Makoto, now you being the protagonist, I feel like you're the only one that might make it out of this. Maybe with a dash of Kyoko. I'm not sure. Because I'm still a little iffy on who or what she is. You know, no hate on Kyoko. But she has not opened up much in all this time.
Hey,
My concerns with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. He's always going to be optimistic. Even though he gets proven wrong every single time. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss, or tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though. That you are aware of. The ultimate talent? That just makes me even more suspicious. Because that just makes me question, what is she capable of? Literally, the ultimate horror game, where your lives are literally at stake. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it. Bruh.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently. You know, I said that this man got one more time. One more time to call me stupid. I just want to sock him out. I want to hit him so hard that his glasses go flying and he can't find it. I want him to Velma search for the glasses that I knock off of his face. I guess it's more horror for the characters themselves than the person playing the game.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. I just want his glasses to get knocked off his face. One good time. Just one good time I want his glasses to be knocked off his face, and I want him to Velma search for them across the floor. Hands and knees. Patting around. Hey, Byakuya. It seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, 'cause you told her to zip it or whatever. I'd forgotten about that.
Huh?
Just said it this morning though. Jeez, man. I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it?
What the heck?
Shut up! Don't interrupt when the Master and me are talking. Toko, sweetheart. Sweet, innocent Toko. I need you to have just a little more confidence in yourself. You know? 'Cause this is much. Yeah, Toko half is innocent. I doubt that she's as much as held hands with a person. She may be able to write and speak the smut, but she herself has not experienced it. That's why I call her innocent. That's how her brain can concoct such pervy things. Because it's going based off of her imagination. Now, Genocide Jill, I'm not sure. Genocide Jill might be Jill might have taken Toko's virginity a long time ago. And we'll never know. Okay. So, what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife. Whoa, that thing is huge. It's like rainbow size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife lying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it. That's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Funny, cause that first time that somebody got killed, y'all were all breathing down my neck, swearing that I killed them. Crazy how that goes. Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say? Makoto, you know the routine. You don't get a say. You just go along with it and you follow the instructions.
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Does this count as trust? Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. That's what I'm saying, Makoto. As long as you're finally catching on. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. Makoto! You know, no is in the vocabulary. No is a good answer. You don't actually have to do what they tell you to. Just throwing it out there. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. Get that out my ears. Please get that out my ears. Oh, I did not want to hear that mini climax in my ears. Oh. I feel strange. I don't want to read this anymore. So strange. Really strange. Oh no. No, I don't want to be a participant in this. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Let's go one by one. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
You're serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. What? What man-eating plant is living in a pipe? What man-eating plant is living in a pipe? And then he's just gonna gloss over it. He's just going. You know, I hope that he's just talking about the piranha plants. I hope he is. But knowing Hiro, there's a slight chance that he wholeheartedly believes that there are man-eating plants in all the pipes around him. Ooh, this man gives me a headache. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah. Apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know? Of course not, 'cause idiots never get wet. I'm starting to understand how Hero got left behind so many times. He does not have the common sense. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. Debatable. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question.
Huh?
So, what was the question again? Don't worry. You just answered it. Oh my gosh. How did he get to high school? How did he even get to high school? Literally. Just slow. Just, oh my
You know?
gosh. I worry about his parents. It was a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right. 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat so that we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh. Or how about raw? There's nothing fresher than raw, right? Hina. Salmonella. You can't just be out here eating raw chicken, girl. Oh, are you, Hero? Are you? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you.
You know?
Oh, my lord. Would they even accept him into Job Corps? Oh, is he only 30% sure it'll kill? Only 30%? You notice it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about a pickaxe? Wait! Time out. Flag on the play. They gave me that knife. That knife killed somebody in a premonition for 3 days from now. Am I finna get accused of murder again? Just because I have the knife? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed. And the words Crazy Diamond had been carved into the handle. Yeah, at the beginning of the episode, Makoto was talking to us as if he was talking to us from the future, saying that something terrible was going to happen 3 days from now. There was a masked man or woman laying on the ground with a knife through the chest. I have the knife now. Are they going to accuse me of murder again? Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Yes. Yes, it did. Crazy Diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think. I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Huh? Where? Ah, that's it. I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform. On the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right? How, Hero? For one, he's dead. And for two, everything has been locked up.
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here. And Monokuma confiscated it? Can you imagine? That would be the plot twist of the century. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo!
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. Oh, can you recover from being dead? I never knew. You know, technology has come a long way, hasn't it? How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know. Maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Y'all, how is he going to make crop circles when they can't even get outside? Also, do you know how disgusting dead person's butter would be? Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well?
And we can use those to call for help. Who's going to see it, Hero? What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
You know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. What What do you mean your personality hadn't quite solidified yet? That was just a few weeks ago, sir. Weeks. No, we are not going to turn that catchphrase into anything. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo!
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out. Hey, yo. Can somebody in this game just flick him in the throat? You know, it don't gotta be nothing extreme. I just want a good, just right in his Adam's apple. Please and thank you. Because who is he to be running anything?
No way!
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh? Yeah, in the corporate world. Not for the students.
Well...
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is... Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope Speak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro. Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant. Debatable. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So, what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? Sir, can you trust someone who's constantly making a joke and game out of his classmates' lives? But then turn around and get offended when they accuse you of murder because of it? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't.
Huh?
What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is very suspicious.
You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything. However, but it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Hey,
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. What? But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. She can also not give you the room key. You know, you're becoming more and more bacular by the day. More and more bacular. Just hold on. A threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine. I understand.
Hmm.
Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
however,
The worst school, where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
but
I think you went too far taking a room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. You know? I don't like that Makoto repeated her last words. That makes me feel like something's going to happen to Kyoko. Oh. I don't want to be Toko anymore. I don't want to be her. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her. Enjoying getting yelled at. You've got some hypocritical nerve.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry. I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me.
Hey!
Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but But what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus the situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. Can we go an episode without somebody screaming in my ear?
What?
What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden? You know, I thought that same thing about Sakura. But here we are. Here we are. Cause look! She screamed because of Monokuma.
What?
It's you! How long have you been standing there? I'm very...
Now I'm really angry!
Angry at what? Oh my gosh. Okay. At the feet! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst.
Huh?
What?
Hey!
My precious! They stole it! You're precious.
Your teacher had such faith in you, and this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Monokuma, what have you taught us? What have you actually actively taught us? Please, enlighten the class. Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street. Okay, but how is that going to happen if they're trapped in a school? See, he only taught that lesson one time, way at the beginning. Way at the beginning. He hasn't taught anything since.
What the heck?
What was the second one? Or are we talking about the close call at the beginning with Mondo? And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
So,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? Is it time for bed?
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precaution tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around.
Well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? I feel like Kyoko can pick locks, and that's why she gave her key away. Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... Don't tell me you fell asleep in the middle of this thought. He fell asleep in the middle of this thought. That's crazy. He fell right on asleep. Wow. Wow. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. I have to use the bathroom. As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more importantly, did I hear the doorbell? Thank you. Kyoko.
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go.
hey.
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key. But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so,
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I mean, at this point, what they gonna do to Sakura? What they gonna do to Sakura? So, Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us
That's right.
so that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I had just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous.
In other words,
question. You don't have to spoil if you don't want to, but is Kyoko is Kyoko Mukuro, are they one and the same? Is that why she doesn't remember who she is? I'm getting very sneaky suspicions. She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? Your nah is also very suspicious. But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No. The headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. Not Mondo Mind. Is he the cousin of Megamind? To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
Anyway,
This key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? I mean, instead of having the big head, he has the big hair. You know? Think about it. Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
so
I don't know yet. Which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? Exactly, it makes sense. You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us,
is that right?
but they didn't catch on last night, right? You know, it's all coming together. Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. How does one get a wee in the neck? I've got questions. is from YouTube. I'm multi-streaming. There's YouTube and Twitch going all at once. Ah, you gotta love technology sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Only sometimes. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen. Well, Makoto, I feel like that's only because you have a great lack of a backbone. That's all that is.
Hey.
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
Why is that?
I don't think we need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on my efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. That's such a random thought. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
To gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? I mean, this is an almost constant reminder. You get a little refresher every other day.
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I'd never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. That makes sense. They are quite recent compared to 14 years ago. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, can see that. You don't get too many games like this anymore. She just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Makoto took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. It's probably because this one is the original, right? If something happens,
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it. And a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course. Do they change in later games?
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure. Because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right? Yeah, the second game came out in, what, 2012, 2013?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. Huh? You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
so then,
Okay then. Shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. You know, Kyoko, you be putting a lot of faith in me. Do you realize that I almost always fail this mission? You put a lot of faith in me, bro. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No. Everything's gonna be fine. I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey Monokuma! You can see me, right? Get out here. I've got a bone to pick with you. Then a few moments later...
Monokuma appears!
Well, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out.
Hey!
By the way... Huh?
Most suspicious.
What were you and Makoto? Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you? In the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet. So wet and warm. I bet you guys removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. Wow. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure. I get it. whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night fasting. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse? Wow. Bullseye! Or is it maybe because the lens gets all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Oh, he's busted. Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went to all the trouble to get me out here. Now, what do you want? Oh, well, this is something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether it's I'm a mademoiselle, or a dude fella.
Actually,
But in the bear kingdom, there is no male or female. Actually there is.
what?
Seriously?
My entire existence!
What am I?
This is kind of depressing.
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think too much about it. So what did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
What are you thinking?
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible at all, but is that seriously why you dragged me out here to ask me?
Unbelievable.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful? Like how to get the best honey? What? Why would we need to know breeding tips? This is just crazy. Are all prepubescent teen boys as nutty as you?
What the heck?
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and something, that's it. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. You're making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. Why is he acting like he doesn't have, like, a super secret tunnel that he just pops out of? Like, really? He didn't trudge anywhere. He popped out of a secret passageway somewhere. And honestly, I feel like there's a version of him waiting at all the secret doors, just waiting to pop up on people. He doesn't have to walk around and find anybody. He just has to press a button and bam. He knows there's multiples of him. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Whew. See? These are the big brain thoughts. because he seems to be able to pop up everywhere whenever he wants. There has to be more secret passageways, like that hidden room in the bathroom on the 3rd floor. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine. Right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep.
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
Oh no! What is even going on? What on earth? What in the world? We just plug it on in out of nowhere? This super stylish, super fashionable game was canceled during development? But it'll start back up again if Danganronpa says so.
Then you guys have to recommend it to your friends, too.
Hi, Aqua. How's your night going? Or day? What happened? We got a premonition where Makoto was talking in future tense about something that's gonna happen in 3 days. Byakuya called himself the leader of everyone, and he accused Kyoko of some kind of conspiracy. I was definitely leaning on the mic for hype. My bad. But yeah, Byakuya's being an a-hole all around, accusing people of conspiracies, mainly Kyoko this time. Yeah. He took Kyoko's room key, so she can't even go to sleep in her room. I just distracted Monokuma so that she could find out what the key goes to. And that's about all. You're caught up. Basically, yes. Calling himself running everybody now.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
My body feels so heavy this morning. It must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. Whoops. Wrong controller.
What?
This man got some nerve. Especially for somebody who didn't even used to show up. Got the nerve to be talking about me being 1 minute late. I thought Taka was dead. When did this behavior come back? I am Confucius. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is going to work? I mean, ain't he gone? Ain't Taka gone? Killed over alter ego. To be specific, Takamondo is gone. He's the only one that used to yell at me about being late or not. I thought he was gone. Thought he was dead and gone 2 episodes ago. You know, at this point, Toko could take a lovely long walk off of a short pier because she's doing too much. Heck, I'd rather deal with Jill. Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought, I mean, since a day had passed, it maybe reset. Sorry. Please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says, "Bad girl." I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. What? Oh, girl. I think you need to take a step back. Ew. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. And she broke it immediately. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Could it be?
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. I don't think comparing. I don't think comparing those special occasions with y'all's agreement to have breakfast together is the same. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not gonna show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Ah! Are you looking for Miss Kitty Kitty?
What?
What do you want now?
Hey! Hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kitty Kitty is, right? Do you know where she is?
Ooh.
Well, it's hard to say.
Huh?
You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here. To try and prod us for information.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is? And they name some indie bullcrap?
This is very suspicious.
What? What? I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness. Looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean
Hey,
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that?
Hey! Hey!
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kitty Kitty? Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea.
What the heck?
And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
For serious. I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah. How can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Whew. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. just out of pure curiosity. Just in case she snuck back in there. Alright, well. Everybody's on upper floors. I really don't want to talk to them.
Oh, so then.
This is a headache waiting to happen. Monokuma seems like super advanced, right? I think maybe we've been caught in the middle of something terrible.
Very suspicious.
A global revolution by the ancient civilizations that we've ruined. Their alien technology will destroy us. Sir. Sir. Or maybe not. I know. I don't want to, but we're running out of choices. So you want to hang out with me?
It's not like some occult mystery.
Well then, have I got a story for you? Oh no. Why? Sir, is this the same story that you told me last time? My research revealed a surprising connection between Tokyo Tower and the lost Lemurian civilization. Hero spent a lot of time talking about stuff that didn't make any sense to me. I feel like that's exactly what you told me before. Why not? This doesn't mean anything to me. I think I made him mad. You know, I don't actually care. I feel even worse than I did this morning. My body feels like lead and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Alright, well, can we go to the nurse's office? Not there. Okay, they're all around that same area. Got it, got it. Store and the nurse's office is over there. Yep. Let's get rid of them. What on earth is that? Maybe Makoto is lucky? Is Makoto actually lucky for real, for real? I don't know what half of these things are. Oh, another rock. Okay, ready to get this over with. What even is that? Alright, get me out of here. Is that a burnt croissant? Was that a burnt croissant? I should probably get going. Yeah. That's AB. I don't even know why I'm wandering around here like I actually know which way is what. Get in there. So, can't take any medicine? This refrigerator is filled with blood packs, probably kept on hand for transfusion. So we really can't just take any medicine? Okay. Let's try 4th floor. Chem lab. I really don't want to talk to these people. Everything's back to normal. Just like with Sayaka and Taka. Monokuma's responsible, I'm sure. Bruh. And someone's cleaned up all the powder that was spilled on the floor. Okay, so even then, we can't just get some medicine. Alright. I thought it was broken. Kyoko said Sakura had broken the lock on this door. Does that mean it's been fixed already? Well, I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Yeah. I guess we should have known. Oh yeah, in the hallway. I don't remember where anybody is. Jesus, where did y'all move in one go? talking to y'all. Well, let's try laundry. A person's ability is measured by the power they display at the point where pressure is applied.
Yeah!
That's a quote from the famous baseball player Kenji Jojima.
Yeah, totally.
And I think what he means is that you only really see how strong a person is when they're under pressure. I wonder how strong I can really be.
You got it!
Okay, let's go to the pool. Swim time!
But...
Oh, but, don't stare, okay? I don't actually have a swimsuit. Just a shirt, and when it gets wet, it's kinda embarrassing.
Huh?
Although, I wasn't embarrassed before, but now I kinda am. I wonder how come. I went swimming with Tina. He seemed kind of embarrassed. So how did we end up in the laundry room again? The baked good made from black ingredients. It looks burnt, but it's actually pretty good. Makoto, it's like you read my mind. Does that mean she liked it? Is something wrong, Tina? I've reached my limit.
Just a second.
I'm stuck in here. Can't do any sports. Can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps. Run a marathon. I want to do some real sports. Tina, calm down, okay?
What the heck?
I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die. Like a bunny rabbit. But I always heard rabbits die from loneliness.
That's terrible.
Whatever. I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity. Don't you think that's a little extreme?
What the heck?
You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't sit still, you know? Why else would I have joined 6 sports teams in school? Why 6? Why can't you just sit down somewhere? Relax. Oh my gosh. You had no free time.
That's right.
Jeez. Yeah. Track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one. The big one? She got to her main sport but ran out of juice. I think it's gotta be your main sport is swimming, right? Yeah, you got it. I don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky. But isn't it hard to do that many sports even for you?
Well...
If I can't move, I'll just shrivel up and die. And I need a challenge. more and more new stuff to try. A challenge.
'Cause, I mean,
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you got to reach the top. It's that excitement, that fear that you might suffer a heartbreaking loss.
but
When you finally reach that goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know? I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle. So that's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim for the very highest mountaintop. The highest mountaintop?
okay.
I'm talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz. Did she just call herself? Okay. But if that's what you want, isn't that all the more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses?
Huh?
Excuses?
Just a second.
Hey, when did I ever make any excuses? Sure, maybe we're stuck in here right now with no way out. But if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do in here? That's a challenge. You just made an official challenge.
Yeah, totally.
But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. All right, I think I'm gonna go do some push-ups in my room. Like maybe around 1,000 or something. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. She recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. Woohoo! Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. I'm getting the chills. I feel kinda dizzy. I can't help it. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness was dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say, I was restless. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed through the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice. It's so familiar. It's
I understand.
me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Excuse me? What am I trying to say?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
I rebuke it.
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh? Kyoko? What did you... What did you say?
Sir. Are you fever drunk? Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy days. Days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
Monokuma, you be coming through and not saying anything.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
It's longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught. It was also the dream I'd had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right. I remember last night. Came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand. And then all of a sudden I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own. And because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember, Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No. Was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? Dun dun dun. Okay. I'm going to stop it here for tonight. Yeah. This is a decent stopping point. I don't want to get too deep. Just have us here, you know, at all hours of the morning. Okay.
Danganronpa.
Come on. Get me out of there. Okay. Well, that was an interesting turn. I'm very curious to figure out what's going on. I have my suspicions, but there's nothing concrete yet. I guess I'll probably get the answers that I'm looking for when we continue next. I mean, it's been almost 3 hours. And I saw that it's after midnight. You know, these things happen. But I feel like I'll be continuing tomorrow. I don't want to wait too long, because I would like to know the answers to some of my questions. But I also want to play I also want to do some DBD tomorrow. You know, any other time, you know that I would do that, because we be in here until, you know, 1, 2 a.m. But my nieces are here, and they require some attention. So I'm going to give them that. Yeah, the class trial and the investigation, things just get thrown out of the window there. I get into it. There's no good stopping point for that. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget what I learned. It just how it goes. So I'll probably see y'all tomorrow for some Dead by Daylight and some Danganronpa. So good night, y'all. And I'll see y'all later. This is true. They take so long to get to the point. They're so long-winded. Well, I can't wait to get back at this later on. So I'll see y'all then. Oh no, why? Why is it even longer? I don't they just continue to extend the length the longer they go. Oh my gosh. Oh, a lot. Oof. And that's saying something. If you're only on chapter 3 and it's still that long, that's a lot. Oh. Good to know. That just tells me that for future games, I'm going to have to carve out at least 5-6 hours just to put a good dent in it every other day. Cause geez Louise. Oh. Just that's too much. That's way too much. Oh. Well, that's true. The time does fly right on by. I will give it that. You can easily lose track of the time. Oh. Well. Again. I'll probably do some double streaming again tomorrow. Maybe I'll see y'all at both. Maybe I'll see y'all at one. Anything's fine with me. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good night, or morning, or afternoon. And I'll see y'all then. And I'll see y'all there. You know, it won't be as dramatic. Like, it won't be as dramatic as that. There won't be any sharp turns. It'll mostly be a lot of me dying on hook. And a lot of Makoto being confused as to what's going on around him. You know, it's a double dose of I don't know what's happening. And that's all we can ask for. So on that note, good night, y'all. Thank you. You too.